questions, raise your hand and we'll come to you. If we're ready, we'll kick off with John from the Mirror.
Hello, Mikel. That was some response from the team and two goal scorers as well.
I think the whole team. I think I cannot be prouder and happier for what I've seen out there, but especially the way we lived the last 72 hours, because I think this game in particular needed some context. And after what happened against Wolves and the manner that we lost 2 points in the last kick of the game, it was tough. But that's the beauty of this game. I mean, there is no explanation watching the game back how the hell you draw that game. From any angle, you watch it back, I said it's impossible. You have to watch it again and say it's not going to happen. But it happened. And then you have to lift yourself up because you're feeling angry, upset, ashamed at some point. And we are all different nationalities, we all have different feelings, and then you have to bring everybody together. And it's been a joy to spend that time together with them, to align everybody and to use, okay, what is going to be happening in the next chapter. This one is gone, how we use it to be a turning point and to make ourselves better. And that was the focus, that was the intention. But after you have to do it on the pitch. And I think what we've done from the beginning to the end of the match, it was outstanding.
You talked about on Friday about needing a reaction and wanting a reaction to get the season back and back on sort of kind of confidence. Does that show that the player, how much the players want it and believe in your season?
Yeah, well, the way I could feel them after the game and the way I was feeling is much bigger. This is not a job. When you are disappointed about what you've done in your job, you don't feel that way. It's much bigger than that. That's our passion. It's the purpose that we have, the objective that we have is what we love doing, and then it's very painful, but as well it can be very rewarding. And today, football shows you that keep going. Whatever you do, you win. Keep going. You lose, draw. Keep going because it is worth it, especially with the people that we have in this club.
Alex, BBC.
Hi, Mikel. Another big impact from Eberechi Eze today. He scored around half his Premier League goals towards the final bit of the season. Did you know that when you were signing him?
We looked at every stat, but that one, to be very honest, no. I mean, he scored 5 goals in the last 2 games against them, which is extremely difficult to do. But I could see that he wanted to prove something. He was upset, even with me, because I didn't play him the other day from the beginning and some of the decisions that I made. And I started to understand how we're going to get the best out of him now.
Amy, Athletic.
Hi, Mikel. Do you feel in a way that this is a sign of how your attackers as a whole can unblock themselves and unlock themselves? There's a freedom. Have you been waiting for that?
Yes, I mean, I think they have some very, very good moments. I mean, with the amount of goals and performances and wins that we have in every competition, they are showing that. But you have to show when it matters. And when it's really on the edge and people are doubting, that's when you have to stand up. And it's very difficult to do it. But today, I think individually, they had some huge performances, and I'm very pleased to see that.
I also just ask quickly about Saka, who maybe didn't take the plaudits as much as the goal scorers, but that was him really back to his best. And do you think that he gives people like Eze and Gyökeres something extra when he's on the pitch?
No. I loved his attitude, his presence, how dominant he was in the game from the beginning. The first few actions immediately is like he wants to grab the game and he really wants to say I'm here. And that's what I love. He didn't score, but he was in every action. And as you said, I think he was really, really good.
Tom Reach.
Hi, Mikel. You mentioned the doubts, and it seemed that Spurs wanted to weaponise that, but the PA announced before the game said they're worried, they're nervous as hell in its description before the game. It was quite an emotional moment for you at the end with the fans as well, so tell me about how you're feeling with that.
I am very, very proud and very happy, not for today, but what happened in the last 3 days, because we said, okay, let's love the players when they need it the most, but as well, sometimes the coaches and the staff, we need some love as well. We need some people around them with positivity, drive, and that they stand up next to you when we need them. And it's been really, really good to work with them in the last few days.
James, CBS.
I don't know if you've sort of had an experience in your playing career like Eberechi's had, over the last few months in these games against Spurs. I mean, what can you have you spoken to him about what these moments have meant for him, just as a boyhood Arsenal fan? It would be better than scoring a home hat-trick against Spurs, isn't it?
You just have to look at his face and the way he was in the dressing room and with a big smile, and his eyes are just expressing everything that you need to. He came here for a reason, and we need those moments from these players, and I think him and the front players today, I think they've done what we expect from them.
James, ESPN on this side.
Hi, Mikel. You've got a clear week now. Pep says he's letting the City players drink cocktails for 3 days.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to do the same?
Cocktails, I don't drink cocktails. So, no, we will do our own thing.
Miguel from The Independent.
Just on that, I mean, because it's the first break for 2 months. I mean, what's the effect of that being of just constant football, and how important was it to get that win before a break like that?
Yeah, well, really, really important because obviously the amount of games that we are playing every competition is just incredible, and today gives you a chance to actually take a little breath, analyze what we're doing, and go again till the international break. That's we're going to have a lot of games again.
Okay, last two. Ollie from the Mail.
Hi, Mikel.
Hi.
You mentioned the phrase turning point there just a couple of minutes ago. Does it feel like that today after everything you've been through, that you've talked about the last few days? It was a huge result today, a lot of pressure on you and the players. Does it feel like a turning point?
Well, it feels like we show what we are made of, but then you have to show it again and again and again, because if you have to just analyze how you feel after every game, I mean, it's a massive roller coaster and it's not sustainable. So we've done great today. I think we are very proud of the manner that we won the game, not only the way that we perform, and we know what it means to us. We go again.
And finally, Gary Sky.
Hi, Gary.
Hello, Mikel.
Surprise me.
Congratulations, Kel.
What's that?
The communications issues officials. What did you make of it?
Yeah, I mean, every time we are out of the dressing room, we get huge fines. So I said to them, who's going to get this fine? Because that's 6, 7, 8, 9 minutes. So someone is going to get a big fine. And I'm sure that everybody is going to look at the Sky probably to the Premier League to Sky. So, yeah, we've got one in the bag now.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, everyone. Good night.